So after you got paid, how were you able to keep your hunger for the music, man? Did it change when you ain't hungry as hell in the trap just beating on a damn drum machine? When you pulling up in your Porsche, did you feel like making that same stuff?
Yeah.
Or did it? Okay, talk to me.
Because the whole thing is like, you know, you get your money and you move into a crib, after a while, you either gonna want a bigger house or a better house. You know what I mean? You either gonna want the new Porsche, you know, shit, as years go by, you know, shit, that's 2008. Nigga, you want the 2028 now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's about keeping it and holding on to it. And if you truly love this shit, yeah, that hunger should still be there. But you definitely got to, I had to go through a stage where I almost had to really reintroduce myself to the game, because one thing a lot of cats get caught up into is thinking that everybody's gonna continue fucking with them of what they did 20 years ago. That's why I like, you know, talking about what I did 10, 20 years ago. But I'm be like, I want you to hear what's in my playlist now.
That's right.
Hey, man, that Toomp boy, you know, he did all that T.I., he did that. Yeah, but in 2021, these little cats, man, they between 18 and maybe 25 years old? They know them records, but they want to hear what I have now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm a T.I. fan. I'm a fan of Jay-Z. I'm a fan of Kanye, but let's see what OG got to play for me now. Yeah. So that's why I always say, you know, you got to reintroduce, because a lot of them cats don't even know me. They know the name. They see my name on the credits, but I've been sitting next to artists, and we be in the studio for hours, and they might just hear me say, I might state my opinion on something. They'd be like, damn, OG, what's your name again? I'd be like, Toomp. DJ Toomp. and I'll be like, yeah. Damn, man, I've been here next to you, man. And this the real shit. Get what they say?
What?
Man, my dad used to tell me about you. That's when I know, like, oh shit, boy, I'm 52 for real, boy. Jeez. You know, so and you got to remind, and I had to remind myself, like, I can't expect a whole room full of young rappers to know who I am when I walk in. No, I got to reintroduce myself to these cats.
What is it like when you get in there with them young folks and you start jamming with them?
It's cool. It's cool. It's only a few I can really jam with now. I'm really trying to find the good kids, you know. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I could kidnap a nigga like Yachty and do an incredible album. You know what I mean? He's a well-rounded dude. He ain't about all the street shit, you know. I know his dad, Shannon, hella good guy. And so I know how Yachty was raised. So I you know what I mean? I know folks who know his mom. So it's like you know, A-town dude. So he's somebody. And me, I just want to sit in the studio and work, man. I don't want to see no guns. You know what I mean? I don't want a room full of guns all on the air.
Come on.
You got your blunt rollers in here, and you got your goons sitting right here who don't know nothing about music. They just hear. I figure that just kills all the creative process when you just got so many cats in the room, man, who really are not a part of the production. Yeah. So yeah, I just be looking for young cats who really neutral, man. Ain't a part of, you know, ain't claiming no colors.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? No, whatever you got going on, let's just make some good music, man.
Facts.
And that's what I'm the type of new artist that I'm looking to work for, you know, work with. You know what I mean?
When you think about the industry and just get these folks some 101, what is it that they need to know getting into the game before they get into it on what to expect and how to be successful?
Man, one of the main things, Ben, I would say is whatever you had going on before your career popped off, just let that shit go. Yeah. Especially if you know, sometimes even with a job, if you got a hell of a job, let's say you got a cat making 100 something a year, but he end up getting a hit record. Before you leave that job, make sure that you really got a good pad over here. Yeah. But I always make the example of my boy Marquez, who wrote Waterfalls. He was still managing a hotel while he had records on the charts with Organized Noise. Yeah. You know what I mean? So this man, you got to think, when you over here working, you still getting your benefits, all your insurance, your family covered. But then you know, the music business don't give you that. Yeah. So my whole thing is, man, if you're a street dude, if you were in the streets, let that shit go. Jeezy will tell you, man. I told him, Tip told him, a few cats told Jeezy, hey man, you can't do both. Yeah. And once he made his mind up, his career took off. And 90% of them, like, you know, even Snoop, you know. Something that happened, you remember when he had the murder case that with his homeboy? that was the tail end of him being around that street shit and know like, okay, you know what? I really got to stay away from certain people and certain situations.
Yeah.
To where once you make your mind up and know like, hey man, I'm getting ready to be an artist. I'm getting ready to entertain these folks with my craft. And you change the people around you. Not saying you guys just got to cut everybody off, but everybody can't come on the road with you, brother.
That's right.
You know, you got, out of your 20 friends, only about 3 of them will be beneficial out here on the road. And make sure that they actually have a job and not rolling blunts. They got to be your assistants. You got to at least train some of your homeboys. So all that, and all that plays a part, man, and make sure you have a great performance.
Yeah.
You can make cool records, but it's a few artists I've seen perform. I'm like, okay, you know what? His songs are way bigger than him. Somebody need to get with him and work on his show.
Yeah.
Because that's what creates a superstar too. That's why Ye is still one of the biggest cats. Ye will do. You will see Ye do the whole what song? What tour was that when he had the whole stage out there?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. The white stage and all that stuff. I know. I don't know the name of the tour, but I know what you're talking about.
Glow in the Dog tour.
Yeah.
Well, one of his tours, period. But Ye is the artist who will get on there with no hype man, nobody filling in his lyrics. He will say that shit word for word and will give his all in his shows, and people in the audience receive that, and they could tell how passionate you are. That's what creates your fan base.
Yeah.
That's what makes you a superstar. You can have big records, but you got to be a great performer, man.
Facts.
You know, and a lot of cats think it's just about having this record or how many streams. All right, when you hit that stage, bro, you really got to give these folks a show. So it's a lot of artists out there right now. I don't call out no names who got big songs, but when you see them live, it's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them. There's a whole lot of them. You know, whatever festival come through the city, you sitting out there in the audience, you'll be able to see like, damn, I love his album, but he got to work on this stage show. And that's what makes you a superstar, bro, because that shit, it comes across and people will feel that. They'll see your passion and what you put into even giving them a show. So, and that and staying out, like I say, cutting out all the bullshit and staying out of trouble and having a good team, you know?
What's the biggest pitfalls of this music industry, though, Toomp, on a producer side and on an artist side?
Well, one of the first things I would say is your expectancy rate can be a little too high.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just flow with it. Don't expect everybody to be on your jock, and don't expect everybody to know who you are when you walk into a room. Because you'll see some cats, I didn't get, response that I wanted. So, shit, man, so now you're going to be shitty on your interview because, these people really don't know you. You're a new artist, so they getting to know you. You come back to this city, they may know who you are.
Thanks.
Or when you leave this stage, everybody gonna say, ooh, I'm gonna go check his shit out. Dude gave a hell of a show.
That's right.
What's his name again?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So all that, it's like, you got to really be an artist, man. And right now, shit, in 2021, you can't sit back and wait for nobody, no label to promote you. You got to promote yourself. You got iPhones, you got $1,000 phones with state-of-the-art cameras. You could do in-studio videos nowadays, and that shit could still come off as $355 as a nice video on YouTube or whatever. So it's like with this technology, artists don't even really have to wait for a label to promote them anymore. You can promote yourself. So that's one of the things, man. You want people to love your music, but you want people to love you too, your lifestyle and how you kick it. Because when your song play out, you ain't gonna play out if you still cool and if you really got a true following. You know what I mean? When the song get old, guess what? He's still active. You still seeing him on commercials. Like Trinidad James ain't released nothing, but people still fuck with him. You still see him on interviews, and he's still getting money. You know, shit, that goddamn Bruno Mars check was nice.
Come on now.